Hello, everyone. Thanks for watching today. Please subscribe, follow, and like my social media, including this. So I would appreciate it. It helps me. Today, I'm not going to do a practice as much as I am going to do an introductory lesson because I figured, I had to do some of this when I first started it, so I wanted to kind of give it back and show you what I was taught and how I was taught it, and then maybe if you're watching this and you go through my videos and you're like, this guy's like doesn't know what he's doing or anything, and that's fine. Maybe at least you'll be able to see this if you're learning to play. This might help you. I know not everybody can get to an instructor, but I think it does some good if you have the money to be able to visit an instructor. I visit an instructor once a week, but if you can get once every 1 month, every 2 months, just to kind of get some things more advanced for yourself. For me in particular, I'm not very good at rhythm, so having an instructor helps me pick up rhythm and notes, and it helps me with transitions, which is a big part of rhythm. A lot of people can pick that stuff up on their own. They're just not good with finger placement. I seem to be okay with finger placement. My biggest issue is, like I said, rhythm. So today, as I said earlier, we're going to do some beginning stuff. And that's what I'm going to show you. So whenever you start with a guitar for a practice, a lesson, I don't tune every day. A lot of people say they tune every day. I don't. I tune once every 2 days, maybe 3 days. It just depends on how long I play. Like if I jam for an hour, 2 hours, and I'm just practicing, I'm gonna tune the next day. But if I just do one of these 10-minute videos and that's it, I won't tune the next day. But since this is a different guitar, I'm gonna tune, and I use an app called Guitar Tuna, and I'm gonna hopefully it you can see that. What it does is you just strum and it goes through all of the chords for you, and it's really really helpful for tuning. So today we're going to be using a Mexican Stratocaster and this big old Marshall amp to get through this. So let's first start with the D and work our way down. Now, thank you for that. Back to my GoPro app here. One of the easiest things to do in one of the biggest difficulties I found in playing the guitar, and the reason why I put it down so long, is I just couldn't figure out how to tune. And now that with smartphones and things like that, it makes it so much easier to tune a guitar, and a lot of people can just do it by ear. So that broke the barrier, and that's why I'm back playing the guitar. But for some people, there's certain tunings and modifications that they do, and you can also mess around with the settings on your amp. This particular amp has way more settings than I'm capable of dealing with right now. It's far too advanced for me, so I just like it because it projects big sound. Alright, so today we're going to start off with what are called the beginner strings. Sometimes these are taught in different ways. Using a finger in one place and not in another. It's really up to you as the individual to kind of interpret these and hear them and move around with how you see them. So in the description below, I'm going to have both the power chord, which I'll do later, chart, and the chords and where to put your fingers. So we're going to start off with A, and this is not an easy chord at all. So you're going to take I take my pinky and we count from the bottom up. So 1, 6. So I'm going to take my pinky, and we're using all the second fret, and these are these little spaces in between, and we're going to put a finger, your first pinky on that second string, your ring finger on the 3rd string, and your middle finger on the 4th string. Now there's multiple ways of you need to kill the 6th string. It's not part of this. So what I do is I just put my thumb gently on it, and for some people that doesn't work. But that's how I've learned to do it, is just put my thumb just gently on it and strum through. You get a nice tone. And then I'm going to move to G. And earlier when I said that people teach G differently and in different ways, this is a particular chord which is taught many different, well, at least 2 different ways that I know of, but it's actually, its proper way is a different way. So this is how I was taught, was we're going to take our, this is going to require all 4 fingers, and so you may not get this right away. 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 5th string, and push that down. Middle finger, 3rd fret, 6th string. And this is the confusing part. Ring finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string, and pinky finger, 3rd fret, 1st string. Now, it's that middle finger that a lot of people don't like to use. So this is how I play it with the middle finger, or sorry, with the ring finger. And this is how I see it taught a lot, is taking that middle finger out, or that ring finger out. And with it out. I like it with it, I just, maybe because I'm used to it. I feel like there's a little more twang with the G when you don't put that finger down, and I like it better that way. Let's go to D, which is D is an interesting string because of the way you need to position your fingers. So I'm going to take my 1st finger and put it on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, my 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 1st string, and my ring finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string. And this is one where you got to be careful. You're not, and then you've also got to kill the top 2. This is kind of a big deal. And sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. Now with this, I want to go over this before I get too far. First, this is your, I'll refer to this as your pinky finger. That's your 1st finger. Middle finger, that's going to be your 2nd finger. Ring finger, if I use that, I'll see the 3rd finger. Pinky finger, 4th finger. So if I cross those, that's kind of where I'm coming from. I'm running out of time real quick. So then let's go to E. This is probably the easiest one because you don't have to kill anything. Let's do 1st finger, 1st finger, 1st fret, 3rd string. 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string. And then 3rd finger, 2nd fret, 5th string. Nice. I love this one because I know I normally lift up this this 1st finger and just play it like this. And so there. What we've got now is we've got A, G, D, and E. And we're just gonna and if you're watching this, the best thing to do is just keep playing these, because this is probably you'll look back at this as the foundation and the easiest parts of playing guitar. And for me, that's the funnest part, is when I look back and realize I've accomplished something and knowing that you can build on it. So just keep doing this. Just go E, G, D, A. And eventually you'll be able to connect them faster and faster and faster and faster. Now, I use power chords. This is the thing about power chords. I'm not gonna have enough time to get all the way into this. Power chords are sounds are found all over on this guitar. You can find different chords, the same sounds on different parts, and that's what makes part of guitar confusing. When you get better, is you'll see really good players using a guitar or a power chord way up here on the neck, and then it'll be taught something up here, and that's just because when you get better, and I'm not there yet. When you get better with your chords, you'll find where those songs are just by messing around with your guitar, and that's why they say play every day. So, I'm gonna start off with this is a power chord arrangement I learned from Green Day, and this is going to be, I didn't memorize it. It is going to be C. So, this is going to be 3rd fret, 2nd finger, and 5th fret, 3rd fret, 1st finger, 5th string, 3rd finger, 5th fret, 3rd string. Sorry, 4th string. And you're only going to play those 2. So, and when I first did this, I was getting all kinds of other stuff in there. And don't worry about if you do that, because that's just part of learning the guitar. And eventually you'll learn just to pick and grab both of them. And then later on you can learn how to mute, where you can actually play the whole thing. And mine doesn't sound so good. Make sure that this is a tougher mute.